Ladies and gentlemen, we have the queen herself. It is appropriate that you named your dog King.
Yes.
Okay, she asked for heaven and earth and the rest of the universe for Christmas. What did you end up getting on your Christmas list?
Ooh, I'm glad you asked. I got a lot of jewelry. I got this bracelet from Pandora. I got these earrings from Pandora. Ooh, don't get too close. My lace showing.
All right. She also asked for a complete renovation of her room, like top to bottom.
And it's happening, guys. The man came and he, measured or whatever he's doing. And I'm going to get a mirror wall. And I'm so excited.
Kim went for the renovation.
Yes, it's me. I'm the only girl and I'm the baby.
What else did you get from your list?
I got an iPad pen. I did not get an iPad, y'all, because I have actually a pretty brand new iPad already. I just wanted it to be pink.
Apple Watch? No Apple Watch, yes, no? No Apple Watch.
No Apple Watch, y'all. I just got a new phone, so she said no.
What about the camo print dunks?
Okay, my brother got those. I got the lash table with the matching chair and like this lash bundle of products. And yes, they run about $510. I mean, not $110.
What about the Ariana Grande perfume?
I got some other perfume, some Burberry Her. And I love it. I 110% recommend Burberry Her. So it's my son.
Did you get the lash table?
Yes, I just said it. I got the lash table and the matching chair. And like this little cute lash cart thingy. I got that too.
Unbelievable. All right, before we go, your college aspirations. We're still working on where we're going for college. We've been all over the place. We've decided we were going to Texas, then we were going to California, then
who's going to California?
Then Chicago, and now then Florida. Florida was on there at some point.
Yes, I like family.
Now where we going? Now, but we don't know where we're going exactly.
It's between Alcorn and Texas Southern, but I haven't applied to Texas Southern. No, I just know I meet the requirements. Like, who would not want to have me there? Like, why would they not want to do that?
Oh, yeah.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stealing at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot, still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young.
Welcome to Eagle Vision for Tuesday, January 17, 2023. I'm Walaisha, and today's top story highlights the Teacher of the Month for December. We've been playing catch up the past few days, wrapping up the 2022 school year. Today, we wanted to acknowledge our December Teacher of the Month, Ms. Harrell.
We are here today with our December Teacher of the Month, Ms. Harrell. So we're going to go in her room and present this to her and her students. Let me have your attention real quick. Miss Harrell is our December Teacher of the Month. Congratulations. Of course, we're going to, you know the routine because you're the only back-to-back and 2-year winner of this, so that's good. You won it last year and this year, so you already got a hookup. I'm going to set this outside your door. Of course, she'll get her parking spot up front if she wants that and a gift card. And so thank y'all. Thank y'all for helping win this award. This is a class award. And thank you for all your hard work, Miss Harrell. You do a great job.
Thank you, Mr. Tongue.
We are here with our December Teacher of the Month, Miss Harold. Hello.
Hi, how are you, Mr. Lewis?
We're doing good. We're going to ask her several questions. First of all, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Tallahatchie County, Mississippi. I'm a native Mississippian.
All right. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My immediate family is a small family. Growing up, it was my brother and myself. I do have an extended family, and it's a little much larger.
All right. Tell us about your years in high school.
High school was uneventful for the most part. I enjoyed being there, had a lot of fun. Of course, Native people all around, got to do clubs and activities, members of different organizations. So it was a fun time.
Okay. What was a pivotal moment in your teenage years?
For me, I guess pivotal would be my father passed away when I was a teenager. So he got sick and passed away. So that was probably a pivotal moment for me, having grown up with two parents and then having to live and learn how to adjust after losing your father. So,
sure. Did you ever have any jobs when you were in high school?
Babysitting was my job. Growing up in a small area, rural area, you don't have a lot of businesses. So babysitting was my job. I babysat for community members, family members, neighbors, things like that.
You were an entrepreneur when you were growing up. What's the funniest thing you can think of that happened to you in high school? We all tend to have funny stories.
In high school, I think probably a funny, embarrassing time for me. Of course, growing up, wanted to learn to walk in high heels, as some young ladies do, and I was one of those. So you can just imagine, you're already giggling. The floor was slippery, and I was going downstairs, and I did that tumble thing.
It happens at prom night too, because a lot of young ladies don't try to wear them until prom.
Yes, I had practiced in my mom's, but it just didn't work when I got to school that day.
I got you. Tell us about your college experience.
I'm a graduate of Delta State University. It was fun too, because I was in a new place, new environment, got to meet new people, new teachers, and just explore Cleveland, Mississippi.
Tell us about Delta State. It's a smaller experience.
It's a smaller experience,
colleges.
yes. I had looked at other universities and colleges, but I chose Delta State because it was closer, number one, to an area where I was, and they had a good teacher education program. So that was it.
I remember liking that when I visited. I was like, if you want a small feeling college and not get overwhelmed, Delta State's a fantastic college. How did you choose your future profession? Had you always planned on being a teacher?
Not exactly, no. There were some other things I looked at doing. I did work with the Extension Service for a period of time, a short period of time, but I did work there. I actually was interested at one point in going to the military, but after my father passed away, then I decided to stay closer. And so teaching I have family members who are teachers as well, so they say it was in my blood. So.
I got you. Same here. What's something outside of school that you're passionate about? And that's hard because you are passionate about working here. You're here all the time.
Actually, that's what even outside of school, I like to help and assist with people in outreach programs and trying to make it a better community for all of us. So that's probably my passion.
I love it. Tell us something you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
The typical bucket list. I want to travel, go places I haven't gone before, visit countries and areas of the United States too that I haven't gone to before. So,
is there a specific one in mind that you'd love to go to?
I hadn't decided on a specific one yet, but I just want to travel. So, at some point, hopefully, I can have enough and be able to do that.
I got you. What's something you love about this school?
People. And you're one of those persons. You're so outgoing and everywhere. The administrative staff is great, working with teachers and a department who actually care and try to help you because sometimes we fall down, but they help us get back up and stay on track and do things. So the people here, the students are great too. I know we have those outliers, but actually the students, the teachers, the staff, everybody's just great. They're great to work with. They're very helpful and caring people, and I enjoy it.
I love it. All right, we got a few hot take questions to ask you. Is the best kind of vacation relaxing and doing nothing or sightseeing? What's your favorite style?
Sightseeing.
Me too. My
I
wife
like
would
to
rather just
sightsee.
sit on the beach, but I like to go see some
wanna
stuff.
see, yeah.
What's the best thing you've ever cooked?
Best thing I ever cooked? I would say I used to enjoy baking, so cakes and pies and things. That's what I enjoy. The sugary stuff I don't need.
Yes.
I know, right?
Yeah, and when you get older, you have to stop doing that stuff, which is horrible. What's the most interesting museum you've ever visited?
Museum. Well, I have gone locally, National Civil Rights Museum. I've also visited other museums in Washington and in Atlanta. So those are
some good ones. I love the Smithsonian in Washington. Been there several times. I think the B.B. King Museum might be one of my favorite museums.
Yeah.
That is a killer museum. Have you ever purchased something you saw in an info commercial?
No, I'm not that young. So hey, I didn't do that one.
How has technology increased your enjoyment of life, or has it?
It has. There are a lot of things I still need to learn about technology. That's one of the things that all the students know. And, if I'm doing something, they're like, oh, Ms. Harrell, you need to do it this way, or I have children, and they'll say, hey, you need to do that. So, yeah.
There's things I don't like, but I do love when I'm trying to go somewhere that I can just plug an address
that's true.
in, and it tells you how to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Lewis.
As we continue to grow and curate new content for the students here at Horn Lake, we've been creating a new series called Choose a Career.
All right, students, we're here for another Choose a Career segment, and today we're here with
Dustin Asher with Tri-State Utility Contractors.
Okay, now utilities, it's a different kind of market to think about, because most of us, even as adults, really think about our utilities as being a strictly government run ordeal, but they're subcontracted out. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's correct. And you actually have here in Mississippi, we have one of the largest private natural gas providers in the USA, Atmos Energy. So we do a lot of work for them, and they're privately funded. They're not government. So you got a lot of government regulation, but there's still a lot of private entity in this. We're a private contractor that works for them, contracted them 365 days a year.
Okay. Now, we went out and looked at the truck, and you were talking about lots of new technologies that have come around. But before we get to that, tell us a little bit about what you do day to day and what people call you for.
Okay, so if a new house gets built, we come and run the gas line to it. If a gas line gets cut, here in the DeSoto County area, we're normally the second call after 911.
Right.
So we'll work and help them assist the gas company in whatever area they need. We're a full service natural gas contractor. So we do, if it has to do with natural gas, we do it.
Okay, so you're responsible for the actual infrastructure in the ground.
Stuff that nobody sees.
All right. Now, with that, tell us a little bit about the new technologies that have come out. Well, let's cut over and take a look at the truck real quick.
All right, hey, Dustin Asher. It's a hydro excavation truck. What it does is we boom a swing out, and we can dig with water pressure and vacuum without cutting any utilities. So if we were to find a pipe in the ground, it won't cut it because the molecular structure of the pipe is more than the water cut. So that's what we do with it. So this boom swings around. AJ, move the boom around. I don't have the remote, but it's remote controlled. He's got the remote if you look over here. So we can move it around, do all that. It takes all the labor out of it. And then we've got drag this hose out, and we can put a digging wand on it. We got 3,200 PSI of water up to 10 gallons a minute. So we can, and we also got heated water so we can wash cars, equipment, whatever. Or if you're way up north in Canada, it'll actually cut the permafrost with the hot water. So we could probably dig 3 foot deep, 25 or 30 foot long, and then we'd have to dump because everything we pick up goes into this tank in the center, and then we haul it off so there's no mess. And so we got 3 of these we use, plus all kinds of construction equipment. I'll show you this too. Here's how we dump. Is this clean? Should be. We're gonna open it. Let's see. so we can unlock the doors. And that's where we store all the mud and water that we pick up. About 2,200 gallons of mud and water will fit inside there. Of course, this is something everybody's getting big safety. So they're getting to where these are coming, they're getting really prevalent to dig around any kind of utility, any kind of gas line. So it's an industry that's not going away. It's getting more and more. There's people now that say, hey, if you're gonna dig in our facilities, this is what you're gonna use.
Now tell us a little bit about the way that you're digging. You're actually using, like, how are you actually digging safely for the students who don't understand?
So we use a term, it's been around, the Canadians perfected it years and years ago. It's just now come to the U.S. Matter of fact, the truck we looked at is Canadian made. They sell it there, they distribute to the U.S., but they've been doing it about 40 years. But here in the U.S., it's relatively the last 20 years, and it's hydro excavation. So we use hydro water. So it's basically a big pressure washer with a vacuum built in. And we cut the dirt with the water and then suck it up with vacuum and store it in a tank and haul it off.
Okay, and that technology itself, I mean, I've seen people use it. I mean, I've even seen guys put a garden hose on a piece of pipe, and if you just push under a sidewalk, you'll eventually kind of dig it under. But this is obviously a much larger scale.
That's right. That's right. We have, trying to remember the specs on the truck. They measured in CFM. So like, you know, a compressor, you see a tow behind air compressor is 185 CFM. We think of that as a lot of air. Well, this truck is moving like 7,000 CFM a minute. So CFM is a cubic foot a minute for those of you that don't know.
Okay, so you're pushing water and air and basically forcing the dirt out of the way.
Right, that's right.
And then your truck actually
picks it up,
which is nice, so it's not going all over the place.
Right, no mess.
And you said that this is safer, obviously, than digging because that water and air won't cut other things in the ground.
Utilities in the ground. So if we had a water line or the big thing everybody gets upset about now is a fiber optic cable, their internet, their phone, you know, so it won't cut those lines.
We talked about we can't live without air conditioning, and we also can't live without internet.
Right.
Because whenever one of those fiber lines goes down, it seems like it'll wipe out half of a city.
Right.
So, all right, well, tell us a little bit about those who might be interested in getting into the utilities market as a job or a career. There's a lot of different directions you could go with that. And you also said that you don't need a college degree to do this. So tell us a little bit about the education. Our
only requirements is you got to be 18 years old. We like a diploma. We don't have to have one. Matter of fact, my dad owned a company. He never graduated high school. So, I mean, we're not going to discriminate. We can't discriminate because of laws, but we won't discriminate because, hey, we just want somebody that's willing to work and learn a trade, and we'll teach you a trade. What we do is a trade. So, basically, we take applications. There's other companies do the same thing as we do. We're one right here in the local area. We work a 5-state area right here. But they've just put in an application. And if they're willing to work, we're going to ask them if they're willing to travel, because that's one of the things that sometimes falls into what we do. But we'll put them to work. We'll train you in anything you don't know about. We can help folks get their CDLs. We can train welders, equipment operators, even teach them to run these trucks, whatever. However far somebody wanted to go, the sky is the limit.
All right, if students are interested in getting a hold of you or applying, what can they do?
They can go to our website, tristateutility.net, or also tristatecareers.net. I think I'm saying that right.
Yep.
And or they could call our office at 662-622-0240.
Okay. Or obviously y'all could also go to the career counselor's office and talk with Miss Hennessy. She can certainly get you in touch. Thank you so very much, Mr. Dustin. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Looking forward to seeing some of you.
This week's feature vocabulary words are digress, diminish, and discrepancy. Digress. Leave the main subject temporarily in speech or writing. Diminish. Make or become less. Discrepancy. A lack of compatibility or similarity between two or more facts.
It's now time for today's announcements. Pay attention, there's a lot of important information we need you to know. Seniors, it's now time to start sending us pictures for the senior video. You can send pictures and videos to our email account, hornlaketv@gmail.com. FCS meets every Wednesday morning in the cafeteria at 7 a.m. We invite all students who are interested to come join. That's it for today's episode. Here at Horn Lake, we are better students, always growing and expecting more. Stay tuned for your lunch menus and athletic schedules. We'll see you here tomorrow. Have a fantastic day.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Or die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash cause good die young. Yeah, but here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. But here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more.